Are we getting the Fallout 3 remaster soon? With the insane performance of Oblivion Remastered, it's understandably made fans wonder if Fallout is next. It's kind of the obvious next step for Bethesda, right? Fallout is their best-selling franchise, and on top of that, we've had many leaks about a Fallout 3 remaster that we're going to get into in this video. Look, at this point, fans have been talking about a Fallout 3 remaster for like a decade, okay? There have been so many rumors, and it's only really been recently that we've gotten some reliable rumors and some very reliable leaks. Obviously, the first real leak was a few years ago when this FTC document was leaked, and in said document it states that Fallout 3 Remastered is coming in 2024, and look, I know that you've seen this leaked document like 1,000 times by now, but this leak has held true as long as you add a few years to it, right? So make 2021, 2023, when we got Starfield and Redfall and stuff like that. So with Fallout 3 Remastered saying here that it's releasing again in 2024, does this mean that it has just been pushed back to like 2028? Well, maybe, maybe not. Let's get into it. When it came to Oblivion Remastered, we had a reliable leaker called Nate the Hate, who was accurately leaking a lot of stuff. Here's just one example. He told us the release date for the Oblivion Remastered before it was shadow dropped, and a ton of other stuff, and literally everything this person said ended up coming true. So yeah, it doesn't really get much more reliable than this, besides just coming from Bethesda themselves, right? Well, before the Oblivion remaster happened, someone asked Nate the Hate if a Fallout 3 remaster was happening, and he said it was planned, but it won't be coming out for a while yet. He has since said the same thing, that yes, it's coming, but it's going to be a while. So again, going back to that FTC document leak, because that's kind of all we have besides a few other things, it could be around 2028. And look, if you're still on the fence about whether or not this is happening, I should remind you that Oblivion Remastered was the best-selling game of April this year, and it is the third best-selling game of this year at the moment. On top of that, it was easy money for Bethesda and Xbox/Microsoft, considering they didn't even really have to work on it. They paid another company to remaster the game. So yeah, if they want quick, easy money, all they've got to do is hit up Virtuos, the devs that made Oblivion Remastered, and say, hey, here's your payment, remaster Fallout 3 next, right? And on top of that, I have been told by someone I trust that, yeah, this is happening, and that's why I'm making another video about it. So okay, when is this coming? I've seen a lot of online speculation that it could shadow drop in December with the Fallout TV show's second season, and look, I hate to like burst everyone's bubble, but realistically, no, it's not enough time. The reason I say that is because I have a big feeling that this Fallout 3 remaster didn't go into full production until this year, until Bethesda saw the utterly insane numbers for Oblivion Remaster. I simply just don't see a realistic timeline where we get a Fallout 3 remaster that's as good as Oblivion Remastered when Season 2 of Fallout's TV show drops. But I understand why some people think that this could be happening, right? Business-wise, it makes perfect sense to drop a Fallout 3 remaster with the second season of the Fallout series. The reason why is because the Fallout show Season 1 was so fucking good that it boosted sales and player count for every single Fallout game out there, from Fallout 1 to 4 and 76, and yes, even Fallout Shelter. Putting out basically a brand new game alongside Season 2 will make that new game sell incredibly well, like better than it usually would, like insanely well. So yeah, it makes sense, but the sad reality is that, yeah, it isn't enough time unless Bethesda have found that magic wand that Todd always says he wants to wave to get games out faster. And unless Bethesda have actually been working on a Fallout 3 remaster for like years already and somehow managed to keep that quiet, but I don't see a world where that's true. Look, Oblivion Remastered began production in 2021, so it took 4 years. If they've only just started on the Fallout 3 remaster after seeing how well Oblivion's remaster did, and it takes 4 years again, we ain't seeing this until 2029. Of course, we did hear last year that with Fallout TV show being as big and as successful as it was, it became one of the most watched shows in 2024. Xbox told Bethesda that they wanted a new Fallout game out as soon as humanly possible to capitalize on the show. But look, overall, the sad thing is we aren't going to see this for a while. Nate the Hate, the one person who seems to know the answers around this Fallout 3 remaster, has literally said as much. So yeah, sadly, I don't see us getting this remaster until maybe at best 2027, which would probably be the year for Season 3 of the Fallout show. So yeah, it kind of does add up. But yeah, overall, I just don't see us getting this remaster anytime soon. It's possible that they could rush it out, but then it's just not going to be as good as Oblivion Remastered. And look, honestly, it's going to be harder to remaster Fallout 3, I think, mostly due to the combat. Fallout 3 is my second favourite Fallout game, and I will be the first person to tell you that the combat stinks. Like, it's garbage nowadays. Even when it came out, it wasn't all that impressive. So I think at the very least, they need to find a way to put Fallout 4's combat into Fallout 3, and that is a big challenge. Like, that's a lot more difficult than just making your swords and axes feel better when you swing them, like they did with Oblivion Remastered. They need to completely overhaul and put like a brand new combat system into a Fallout 3 remaster, and I think that that's going to be, I mean, I have to assume that that's going to be the biggest challenge, right? And that might add like another year to dev time. And look, again, I'm not just trying to sit here and shit on Fallout 3. It's my second favorite Fallout game behind Fallout 1, and the combat is just terrible. You can't just slightly improve it. You need to like completely redo it, unfortunately. And that is going to add a lot of dev time. Like, yes, okay, the combat was different in Oblivion Remastered compared to the original Oblivion, but it was like just improved. Okay, it wasn't fully changed, it was just improved, and Fallout 3's combat needs to be fully changed. And I think that that is going to add a lot of difficulties and add on like a lot more dev time to making Fallout 3 Remastered. Look, if I had to predict now, I will say that this is probably going to drop with Season 3 of the Fallout show, which is likely coming in 2 or so years. If rumours are to be believed, Fallout Season 2 is dropping in December of this year, and I do know, thanks to an actress on the show that I have slightly been in and out of contact with, that they aren't filming Season 3 yet. Everyone's taking a break. Well, the actors are taking a break, and they'll begin filming relatively soonish for Season 3. So I think Season 3 could drop in like mid to late 2027, and that might be, if we're lucky, when Fallout 3 Remastered is coming. But look, that is going to do it for the video today. If you enjoyed it, I kindly ask that if you would be so kind to leave it with a like, and of course get subscribed if you do want to stay up to date on everything Fallout, because I cover it all over here. Lastly, as always, a huge, massive thank you to our amazing channel supporters for their continued support. It means everything, guys. But with all of that said and done, I thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Peace.